Uh, Most of you probably aren't from Sonoma County. For those of you who are, you'll know it's been quite the week. This time a week ago, we were watching a press conference hearing that half of the north half of the county was evacuated. And then within half an hour of that, got onto our IRC channel, and then somebody was immediately asking us what's going on with the conference. We made it. I'm glad we've made it. I'm glad all of you have made it. So thank you for coming. This is the third North Bay Python, and I'm so excited that it's happening. Okay. Everybody who registered for this event agreed to our code of conduct. If anybody's behavior makes you feel unsafe or threatened, you can go to northbaypython.org/safety. There's a phone number there. You can email our safety@northbaypython.org email address, or there is a phone number on posters that are posted throughout the venue. We would like you to tell everybody that you're at this event and make them upset that they're not here. You can do that by mentioning hashtag NBPY on Twitters or Instagrams or all those other things. And you can mention us on Twitter at North Bay Python. Thank you all for coming here. This is, as I said before, I'm really excited that you're able to make it. This is one of my favorite conferences that I've ever run, and I've done a few at this point. And this is going to shape up to be a great week. But first, some housekeeping material. There has been fires. It is still burning to the north of here. The air quality is not that great. It's okay to breathe at the moment. Let's see at my phone. So the air quality is rated between 50 and 100 here in Petaluma at the moment. And what that means is that if you do not suffer from a respiratory condition, it's probably safe for you to be outside. If you do have a respiratory condition, such as asthma, we have some N95 rated respirator masks available at the front of the building, and we also have spare supplies in the green room. So if you do feel that you need a mask to deal with the degraded air quality here in Petaluma, do let us know. We'd be more than happy to help you. We'll be providing frequent updates throughout the weekend, especially before we encourage you to go outside, because the winds are basically what determines how bad the air quality is at the moment. And if it does get worse, we'd like for you to be prepared rather than not. So, a bit about how this weekend works. Today and tomorrow there are talks from 10 a.m. through to roughly 6 p.m. both days. We have 3 headline speakers at the start of each day and a featured presenter this evening, as well as 16 talks that we invited from our open call for proposals, which had great response, and I think we're pretty happy with the talks that we've got lined up for you, and we hope that you enjoy the program that we have. We have breaks at lunchtime, and there's also an afternoon tea break. There'll also be shortish breaks between each of the talks. We have some refreshments out the front if you want to grab coffee or tea or hot chocolate. And then there's an hour and a half for lunch, which is at 12-ish both days. Now, Petaluma is our venue, not just the Mystic here. We have a really wide variety of excellent restaurants and eateries and markets where you can get lunch. If you want to find out where to go and find food, there is a food guide at northbaypython.org/food. At the very top is a list of places where you can find lunch that is substantial for under $10 if you're budget conscious. And then there's another 50 or so places within half a mile's walk where you can find excellent lunches if you want to spend a bit more. There are also corkboards out the front, so if you want to arrange meetings or post job ads or say that you're looking for work, you can use the corkboards up the front. I think we have some index cards there as well. If not, we'll fix that. Things have been a bit busy. There's also a micro park outside. Now this room, the sound carries really, really badly from the lobby into here. So if you do want to have conversations in what we might call a hallway track at a conference with a bigger venue, you can participate in the micropark track. It is literally just across the car park outside the Mystic. It looks like this. There are places you can sit. There might be fresh air. I can't guarantee it. But the most important thing is that you won't disrupt the talks that are going on in here. Speaking of, we generally do not have audience question and answers during this conference. So if you do wish to speak to the speaker, ask some questions, go out to the micropark and ask your questions there and have a nice discussion. So a bit about our inclusion program here at North Bay Python. Firstly, while this venue does not always have all gender restrooms, we are trying to maintain all gender restrooms at this venue. Generally, that means if you are somebody who stands up to use urinals, if you can avoid using the urinals in the upstairs bathroom, we would appreciate that. We had difficulty finding locations for dedicated quiet rooms or nursing rooms. We do have some space backstage if you need some privacy or you need some quiet. Just find us in the green room and ask us. There's reserved seating around the venue. If you need extra space, there's a table there which is reserved for people with disabilities. There's also reserved seating up the front, which is for our speakers and stuff like that. So if you can avoid the reserved seats, that would be great. And if you need extra space, including a table, there's some space here at the back of the hardwood floor. We have free childcare this year, which has been sponsored by Indeed. They were our childcare sponsors last year. If you do have children who are in childcare, you know where the childcare venue is. If you missed that memo, let me know and I can send you in the right direction, but please demonstrate that you actually have children for childcare before you do that. There's somebody live captioning all the gibberish that I speak out while I'm on stage. Lindsay, our real human here, from White Coat Captioning, will be writing everything that I say and our other speakers say and putting it on this screen up here. If you are hard of eyesight, then please take a seat up the front so you can see the captions better. But this is a thing for everyone, not just people who are hard of hearing. I benefit from captions, and hopefully you do as well. Finally, we have some sponsors at this event. They're the people who mean that we can get away with charging as little as we do for this conference. It does cost some money to put this event on, and we couldn't do without our sponsors. So a rolling round of applause, if you would, for our platinum sponsor, Facebook, for our founding sponsor, the Python Software Foundation, our childcare sponsor, Indeed, our lanyard sponsor, AWS, and our silver sponsor, Yubico. And I realize I have just need to do a thing, blank slide, play. Okay, and now before our first headline speaker, I'd like to introduce Matthew from the Federated Indians of Great Rancheria to have a few words with you.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Opuntoish, Ka'awai Opu Matthew Johnson. I hope you all are well this morning. My name is Matthew Johnson, and I am an enrolled member of the Federated Indians of Great Rancheria. I'm a Coast Miwok person from Tamales Bay, just west of here, and I was invited here this morning to kind of give a land acknowledgement, just talk a little bit about where we are here in Petaluma. You heard a lot about the great food and all the amenities that we have here in Petaluma. I myself am blessed to live here in Petaluma in my ancestral homelands. I've had about a 20-minute walk here this morning, so that's a really amazing thing. And so just a little bit to give a brief synopsis just regarding the history of our tribe, where we come from, and a little bit about our federation. So we are the Federated Indians of Great Rancheria, which is a little bit of a unique title for a tribe. And that federation honors the coming together of the Southern Pomo and the Coast Miwok people. So Southern Pomo territory is just north of here, centered mainly around the town of Sebastopol, going east a little bit into Santa Rosa. And then Coast Miwok territory extends from southern Sonoma County, so just north of here, Roanoke Park, Cotati area, running all the way south through the entirety of Marin County. So this is a huge ancestral territory. Right here in Petaluma, we're in the heart of Coast Miwok territory. The word Petaluma is, this was a traditional village site for our people. We've been living in our ancestral territory since time immemorial, as we like to say. Some anthropologists like to put a time stamp of about 5,000 to 10,000 years that we've been in our ancestral homeland. So I'm honored to be able to open this conference this weekend, and I wish you all the best. Enjoy our beautiful city of Petaluma. Enjoy being here in Coast Miwok territory. And I'd just like to say kamolish, thank you, in our ancestral language, for being here in a good way, and enjoying our surroundings, bringing all these positive thoughts and ideas forward, and being able to share time with one another. And then before I go this morning, I'd just like to say that if you have any interest in learning more about the Coast Miwok and the Southern Pomo, feel free to visit our website at greatandrancheria.com. Part of my work with my tribe is to do educational outreach with the greater community. So I'm very happy to answer any questions via phone or email if you have them. And again, welcome to Petaluma, and enjoy your conference. Thank you so much.